Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Platinator's channel with Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, we're continuing that trend of me playing Final Fantasy games. It's still this nostalgia trip that I'm going through. Like the other games, I did play them, but I didn't play them. So I'm gonna play this time. So I see the story, remember it, because I do know the characters Cecil and so on. Okay, you see, I just said the main character's name because I don't know the other ones. But yeah, I remember playing it when I was young, but didn't complete it or even remember the story that much. So that's the situation right now. When it comes to trophies, a lot of hidden trophies, which is story related. The Sword of Myth comes back. I only noticed after while doing the video for Final Fantasy 3, there was no Sword of Myth trophy, but there was the Forbidden Weapons, which had an Excalibur. And there's only two missable trophies, basically, which will be the Field Research Professional, where some monsters are not are missable because they disappear, and the Legendary Treasure Hunter because the same dungeons that those monsters are. There's also loot. If you don't collect all of them, those dungeons disappear and you can't go back. Everything else, it is not missable. You can collect them anytime. What's gonna happen this time? I've already checked the guide for this one, and like Final Fantasy 2, it's saying basically until this point, or sorry, these three dungeons, you need to collect everything because they disappear. So what's gonna happen is I've memorized the name of the dungeons, and when I reach those dungeons, I'm gonna be careful so I collect everything. Everything else, we'll see how it goes until the end of the game. There's the map that helps saying what items there are. But yeah, it's the fourth one. You've already seen three, I hope. You've already seen the first, the second, and the third. So you know how it is. So there's only one thing to say. Let's go. Let's go. Let's plat this game. Let's go. And as always, we start with the easiest one, inflammatory decisions. This is the first trophy. It is a story-related trophy. And basically, you go to a villager that belongs to summoners and you burn everything to the ground. Some stuff happen. You lose your partner, Kane, and you end up stuck with the little girl. And there you go, inflammatory decisions. That's the first one. Then we'll go to, which one is this? Apprentice Warrior. That trophy that comes very, very naturally while playing Final Fantasy. Remember to use auto attacks and all those types of things, so it makes it faster. And at the same time, you have to pay attention because this game did change a little bit the combat compared to the previous Final Fantasy that we did the Platinum. But we'll talk about that at the end. But there you go, Apprentice Warrior. Then the next one will be Thrifty Spender. Basically, this one, like the other ones, you have to collect 10,000 gil, and then, well, you get the trophy. But it's easy. If you use the aids to get 4 times plus the gil, it's gonna help you a lot. There is not a lot of items in this game that requires you to have, well, you need a lot of money, but for the trophy, you can do that, the 4 times gil, and yeah, that's a good way to get some money and get the trophy. Field Research Basic. Like the other Final Fantasies, we have to collect the bestiary. This again, 10% of the bestiary, and you unlock this trophy. The 100% is missable because there's only 3 areas in this game that are missable, and yeah, if you don't get the monsters there, you won't do the 100% bestiary, which will go the same thing for the Rookie Treasure Hunter, which basically is the same process. 3 areas, they have chests. If you don't collect all the chests in that area, you won't be able to get the 100%. It's basically Tower of Zod, Tower of Babel, and Giant of Babel. I think when they made this game, they took some liberties from Greek mythology because I did like it because I do like Greek mythology. So yeah. Then the Light Chosen. This is a story-related trophy. Basically, Cecil, when you start the game, he is a Dark Knight. If you remember, he was always wearing dark like an emo kid. And then he saw the light and became a light knight, light warrior. They didn't do a specific name, or at least I don't remember a specific name. But yes, the light's chosen. He's the hero of light. Right? That's something Zelda. Anyway, next trophy is Smart Saver. Like the Thrifty Spender, you have to collect 50,000 gil. I was almost saying coins, but 50,000 gil, and you're gonna get this trophy. It's gonna come super naturally again. If you have the aids for the times 4 gil, you will definitely get that one very easy. And I was doing something, that's why I didn't move forward. Anyway, Smart Saver, there you go, another trophy. Then we will collect Overcoming Grief. Overcoming Grief is the story related trophy. Basically, Kane, which now is on, well, the bad side, there's a reason why. He captured Rose, which is the love interest in the game, and they want to do a deal. So basically, go get the Earth Crystal, and we'll give you Rose back, and we'll have to go to Troya to get that crystal. But again, story-related trophy. Then, Experienced Warrior. Unlike the other Final Fantasies, the Experienced Warrior unlocks with 500 kills, which makes sense. The other games, I said like the amount of monsters we killed in the other games should have been more, and I think they changed for this game. They changed that. They put 500 kills for the Experienced Warrior, and then of course we're gonna have one more related to this tree of trophies. Let's say like that. Then Reforged Love. This is after we save Rose. You see that little blonde woman there? That's Rose, and we saved her from the hands of it's Rosa. Okay, I'm saying Rose, but it's Rosa. But I'm saying in Portuguese Rosa. But anyway, yeah, that's I was saying Rose, but it's the same. Reforged Love. That's the trophy. Then the next one will be. Okay, I was taking too long. There you go. Next one, To the Depths. This is another story-related trophy, and well, you need to get after you find out that Colbert's the bad guy has all the trophies. Sorry, not all the trophies. It's me, but all the crystals. You find out that there are 4 dark crystals which are underground. So you have to find a way to go underground to the depths of the world, and yeah, of course there's dwarves there. Then Moneybags. Moneybags, it's when you collect 100,000 gil. Yes, that's a lot of money, but it's the same as the others. You'll get much more money, to be honest. I did this again with the aids without selling any items. I don't like to sell items because I learned that from Final Fantasy IX, because you could do stuff with the weapons to get better weapons. So I don't like to sell weapons or gear unless I really need to. But yes, Moneybags, that's the trophy. Next one, 50% field research advance when you get 50% of the bestiary. And this is one of those areas that you will miss. This is probably this is the Tower of Babel. This time we already did the Tower of Zot, which is after you collect the crystal, and then you go to the Tower of Zot. In this case, I'm in the Tower of Babel, and I collect 50% of the field research advance. Might not be the same for you and me because I did some exploring. Then Legendary Warrior. Kill 1,000 enemies. Again, I killed so many more than that. So much more than that. If the trophy was like 2,000, I would naturally get that during gameplay, because this one especially, there was a lot of grind for certain items, and we might talk about that a little bit. Then Legendary Warrior. There you go, another, it's a silver. Then 50% Treasure Hunter. This area, I'm trying to figure out, I don't remember this area, but it's almost near the end game. And this one I don't consider it to be missable because, again, only 3 areas. And like those 3 areas have in total maybe 20 chests. And that's not enough. So this one is not missable yet. Not missable. Then this is Inflamed Anger. Inflamed Anger is when you fight one of the elemental lords, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember what happened here. This is the Giant of Babel. Yeah, this is the Giant of Babel. This I'm trying to remember. Yeah, yeah, that's when you yeah. For the symbol, it's when you defeat the elemental lords. There's 4 elemental lords during the game, and this is when you defeat their leader. Let's say like that. To the Moon, story-related trophy, as well as the previous one. This is when you well, there's a lot of different airships in this game, and this one isn't just an airship, it is a spaceship, and it takes you to the moon. I wish it was uh, crypto, going to the moon. But yeah, to the moon, that's basically the trophy that you get for collecting the whale, space whale. Sword of Myth. This is when you unlock well, they call it the strongest weapon in the game, but I did find stronger weapons like the Ragnarok and the Murasame. But when you get the Excalibur, it's a trophy that returns that wasn't on Final Fantasy III. But yes, you get the Excalibur Sword of Myth. And yeah, there you go. I speed up and I just put it on Cecil because I was like, oh, it's the strongest weapon in the game, but no, there's better. Then rematch. You remember the Elemental Lord that I told you about like 2 trophies ago, and I couldn't remember what trophy it was. By some point in the story, you'll near the end, let's say near the end, you will fight the 4 elemental lords once again. Thank God it's not all at the same time. It's well, 4 versus 1, so 4 matches, and you get the rematch and you get the trophy, and it is a story-related trophy. And I went back there to heal because that was hard to fight. Summon Monster. The one of the staples of Final Fantasy games. They're the summons, and this one really focused with a character only summoner. I know in 3 had the summoner class, but this one it has a character that it's the storyline her being a summoner, and you collect all the non-hidden summons. Okay, non-hidden. Pay attention to that. Item detector. You have to collect all the items, hidden items in the game. This one is missable as well because of the Tower of Zot. Not Tower of Babel. Well, no, sorry, this one is missable. No, I'm confusing with the previous one from the last game. No, this one isn't missable. So you just need to go and collect items. You can check on the map, square and triangle, and you see each area and what items are missing. If you need the guides, yes, just look for a guide to find the items. Seasoned Hero. This is another trophy that changed a little bit. On the other Final Fantasies that we did so far, you had to reach level 50 with all the characters. In this case, on this one, because maybe it's a longer game, I don't know why, or maybe more monsters or more XP, you have to reach level 70 with all the characters, and you get the Seasoned Hero. You get this naturally, especially if you use the aids to level up 4 times quicker. Adventurous Wayfarer. This is a non-missable trophy. Actually, this one is non-missable because the areas that disappear, it's mandatory to pass by. Those 3 areas, the towers and the Giant of Babel, they are mandatory. So those disappear, but all the rest doesn't disappear. What you have to pay attention is you have to go to all the chocobo forests and not only one. And all the areas are like very easy to find, to be honest. Power Unleashed. Yes, I'm getting my ass kicked. This is one of those fights that I put this fight on auto because it's gonna be easy, and I got my ass kicked. Managed to survive that, and this is when you get all the weapons, like their special weapons, and you'll get all of these weapons on the final dungeon, and there's certain puzzles to get to them. But yes, that's basically it, to get not forbidden weapons. I don't remember the name. Legendary Treasure Hunter. This is the missable one. This is when I collect 100% of all the treasures, all the percent, 100%. As you can see, I had the fight here with the behemoths, and they kicked my ass really bad. I barely survived that one. But yes, Legendary Treasure Hunter and missable trophy. It's in the bag. There's only one more missable trophy, which is, the one, the field research 100%. This one here. So these monsters are important, okay? You need to fight these monsters, the Flank Queen, which is important for the bestiary, but they drop an item called the rat tail. Oh, I know what's going on here. I remember. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here because this is important. But yeah, this trophy, it's not gonna pop a trophy here. I was just like, what the hell? I had to confirm if I got an item because I didn't pay attention. These enemies drop the rat tail, which will be basically the pink tail, which is gonna be our next trophy. To be honest, it's gonna be our next trophy. But they dropped the pink tail, which allows you to get the strongest armor in the game, which is the adamant armor. Basically, the same place where you get you give the rat tail, which we're gonna show you in a little bit, where we show you the rat tail. So you see here, there you go, tail of the myth. So you go to this cavern here. You can check on the map. You go inside. So those enemies give the pink tail. You give the pink tail to this guy here, the legendary pink tail, and they give you the adamant armor, which is the best armor in the game, and which allows you to get the trophy that's going to pop right now, Tail of Myth. So I knew I had put that for a reason, and the reason was I wanted to check the item, but again. Summon Collector. You remember I told you about the well-known summons? I just mentioned something a little while ago. There are some monsters, basically Goblin, Mind Flayer, Bomb, Mind Flayer, Goblin, and Cocktail that gives a special item that gives you a hidden summon. And in this case, I got the Mind Flayer, the last one, and I got Summon Collector. You'll have to grind this one. This is a bit grindy, and you have to use Sirens to unlock the thing. Field Research Professional. Okay, this was the weird one because all the other field research, especially the one on Final Fantasy III, they popped when I killed the last boss. In this case, I killed the last boss and it didn't pop. I was like, wait, did I forget something? Because I was sure there was only 2 left. But okay, I'm gonna start the game again if I have to. And when I did the saving, when I saved the game to unlock this one, the trophy that I completed the game, it popped the 100% bestiary completion, and then it popped the one that tells you that I finished the game, which is this one right here. I didn't even check the name, but it's gonna show right now. To the blue planet, and there you go. Now we're gonna pop the last one, the Master of 4, the Platinum 160, I think. Yeah, I think it's 160. I don't even remember, but I'll check in a little while when I do the last part of the video. But yeah, here we go, guys. This right now, it's gonna pop the trophy. I'm loving doing these platinums. I'm loving these games, and here you go, Master of 4. Yes, Plat 160 is done. Final Fantasy 4. It took not that long, to be honest. So we started the game on the 20th. Well, that was very early. We started the game on the 20th and we finished on the 22nd. One of the days I couldn't play like 100% because I was working. Or I could have gotten this way earlier. How much time did we take? 18 hours. I'm gonna say because I remember that I forgot the PlayStation on for about 3 to 4 hours because I went to do something and I left the game on. I totally forgot to turn so yeah, it could have been much faster. As you saw, a lot of story related trophies. The Sword of Myth, Tale of Myth, it's basically collectibles that if you don't get them, you don't have to grind. Well, you do have to grind for Tale of Myth. Let's be honest, you need to grind for this one. It was a pain in the ass. But this one, yeah, I don't even remember where I got the item, to be honest. But anyway, Power Unleashed, obtain. Oh, sealed equipment, not forbidden. Sealed equipment. It's on the final dungeon. The final dungeon is actually quite big. It's separated in 2 areas basically, but you have to get all the sealed equipment. Summon Master, learn all non-secret summon magic. This is something like these. This one, you might not even get this one normally because you have to go to certain areas, do certain side missions to get these ones. This one, it's totally missable. It's 4, like I said, it's the Goblin, the Bomb, the Cocktail, and the Mind Flayer. I actually had the bomb and the goblin. Like I was lucky and I got those drops. I had to grind just a little bit for the cocktail with actually fast, and for the mind flayer, I did honestly almost 50 battles to get that one. And the good thing is you can use the siren item to call only the mind flayer, because if you have to go back and forth, you'll get different monsters, would be even worse. So the siren really helps a lot. Season hero, that one's like I already told. The field research professional, like 100% it's missable, and the legendary treasure hunter is also missable. All the others are easy to get, not that hard. When it comes to the game, like unlike 1, 2, and 3, I couldn't use brute force to continue through the game, because the other games I would put dual weapons on all characters, no defense, and I'd just smack everyone silly basically. On this one, because each character has a specific class, it forced you to use tactics, because some enemies you can be maximum of your strength, but the flanks it only hits for one, so you can't do an auto battle like can't do an auto battle. The fights, there was one fight that I was just killing everything and I kept dying, and why? And okay, maybe it's because I'm doing this wrong. I was killing like it was a boss battle with one big orb and 2 little orbs, and I was killing both orbs, and that allowed the enemy to create an insta kill attack. So I only had to destroy one orb and then focus on the big one. So this game implemented more tactic than the others, and that's the thing about Final Fantasy, because you can't use brute force. How many times, like playing Final Fantasy VII, I had to use tactics, like I'm going to this enemy and I have to have this equipment. And I think they started to implement that on this Final Fantasy, because, like I said, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, I just used brute force to complete the game, and I would only have problems on the last boss, because the last boss would have some silly gimmick. I remember 1 and 2 because they would attack and heal back, so there was that silly gimmick, but everything else was quite easy. So yeah, guys, that's the video for today. Final Fantasy 4, it's done. Yeah, we're gonna go for 5. Let's see how 5 is. I've already seen some guides, but we'll talk about that when I do the intro for the game. So for now, please leave a like, a comment, hit the bell icon, all those good things that make us grow. It's gonna show up here, the sub button, my latest video, which will be Final Fantasy 4, and my February 7 EAFC channel, because it's not FIFA anymore. See you guys in the next one. Bye.